My mother always told me the internet is like a box of chocolates. Yeah, it's full of nuts. Hi everybody, here we go once again. Yes, it is once more English Addict coming to you live from the birthplace of the English language, which just happens to be England. I am so excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Are you happy today? I really hope you are feeling happy today because we are all here together again. And of course, it is no ordinary day. Don't forget, we are into our first 3 days of a new year. So can I take this opportunity to say right now at the start of this English Addict live stream, Happy New Year! And I hope you have a super duper 2021. It's very interesting. As I was looking at my mobile phone, I noticed an advertisement for a meditation company. So there was a company advertising, and it appeared on my live stream just a few moments ago. That's where I was, of course. Maybe the advert might be different where you are. I don't know, but it was all to do with meditation, which is interesting because I would imagine at this time of year, a lot of people are feeling very stressed for various reasons. Some you will know of, and some you might not be aware of. For example, people are feeling a little frustrated for various reasons. Maybe they can't go out, maybe they can't see their friends or relatives. So a lot of people are turning to forms of relaxation. They are trying to find ways of relaxing themselves. And I think it would be fair to say that during 2020, meditation and relaxation exercises became very popular. You might not know this. In fact, I have a feeling you won't know this. But I have a friend who actually runs a company. He actually owns a company, and his company deals with meditation. They hold seminars, and he travels all around the world teaching people how to meditate, talking about ways of meditating. He visits lots of different places, including schools, talking about relaxation and ways of alleviating. Oh, I like that word, alleviate. If you alleviate something, it means you reduce it or you push it away. To expel something might be described as alleviation. So to alleviate stress and mental anguish, and let's be honest, over the past 12 months, certainly during last year, we have had a lot of anguish. So yes, I think it would be fair to say that during the past 12 months, a lot of people have become very interested in ways of relaxing, trying to stay calm, trying to relax, you see. So I thought that was very interesting. Hello to the live chat. Yes, we have our first English Addict of 2021. I hope this year has been good so far. Yes, I know we are only 3 days into the year. But can I say Happy New Year? Can I also say a special Happy New Year to some of the things around my house. Can I say Happy New Year to my stinky old slippers? Happy New Year. Flat Eric's. Hello, Flat Eric's. Happy New Year to you as well. Oh, and there is little Trusty the Hedgehog. Hello, Trusty the Hedgehog. Happy New Year to you. Oh, and also the strange stain on my bedroom wall. Happy New Year to the very unusual stain that is in my bedroom. I don't know what it is. Hello to my giant stapler. Hello to you and Happy New Year. And I hope you have a good year of sticking those pieces of paper together. Happy New Year to my lovely little Robin. Hello, Mr. Robin. Happy New Year to you. Also, Happy New Year to my lovely fireplace, keeping me warm on those cold winter nights. Also, Happy New Year to my Christmas tree. Although I don't think my Christmas tree will be seeing much of 2021 because it will be spending most of its time in the attic. But Happy New Year to my Christmas tree. Happy New Year to Sid the Snake and also Lady Wollington. Happy New Year to you. Also Happy New Year to my broken tin opener. Yes, my little can opener or tin opener has decided to break. So Happy New Year to my broken can opener. Also Happy New Year to my vitamin D tablets. Hopefully you will be keeping me healthy during those long, dark winter nights. And, Happy New Year to my recyclable waste. Happy New Year to you as well. Finally, Happy New Year to Bruce Willis. A very happy 2021 to you as well. Bruce Willis. I wonder what he's doing at the moment. We will have some more random Happy New Years a little bit later on. Oh, by the way, we have Mr. Steve here as well. We do. He will be with us, so don't worry. Steve will be here. As I said, we have the live stream, we have the live chat. This would not be here if it weren't for you. Not only your viewership, because I love it when you join me here live, but also thank you to those who have sent lovely donations. Oh, we have one right here. Can I say thank you very much to Federico Mendiola for your lovely donation. Thank you very much. Very generous, very kind of you. And yes, all of the donations will be used for producing and maintaining the studio and all of the equipment. So thank you very much, Federico, for your lovely donation. And yes, there is the address if you want to leave a donation as well to allow my work to continue forever and ever. And of course, we can't forget my lovely Patreons as well. Dudau, also Anna, Julie, Michael, Andrew, Mika and Oleg. Can I say thank you very much to you as well for your lovely monthly donations to help my work continue here on YouTube. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. It is very kind of you. Thank you for your lovely donations. I really do appreciate them. And yes, of course, everything I do for free. This costs nothing. So I put all of my time, all of my effort, all of my energy into doing this. Oh, it's lovely outside, by the way. Would you like to have a look outside right now? There is a live view looking out of the window. You might see in the distance there is a lot of mist, a lot of low cloud. We don't have much snow. Most of the snow has now melted. It has disappeared. So a lot of the snow has melted away. And there you can see there is a lonely pigeon sitting in the tree looking out over the landscape. We have a little bit of sunshine today. It has been very cold. It really does feel as if winter has arrived here in England at the moment. So there is the view outside the window right now, looking out into the distance, and yes, it is a cold day. It is safe to say 100% it is freezing cold at the moment. It really does feel like winter. What about where you are? How is the weather where you are at the moment? Is it warm and sunny, or is it cold and gloomy? I don't know, because I'm not there, you see. So Happy New Year once again. I hope you have had a good New Year. I also hope that you've had a chance to also relax as well, because I was mentioning this a few moments ago about relaxation and meditation, and I think it would be fair to say that over the past 12 months, meditation and relaxation has become quite a buzzword. Ooh, buzzword. A buzzword is a word or expression that is used often during a certain period of time, or is very popular during a certain period of time. A buzzword. So a lot of people are turning to ways or trying to find methods of staying calm. And let's face it, during these strange times, sometimes it is very hard to stay calm. Oh yes, we have the live chat. Once again, can I say hello to everyone watching? Finny Dea. Hello, Finny. Guess what? I've never seen your name as the first person on the live chat. So can I say congratulations, Finny? Finny Dea. Guess what? You are first on today's live chat. Very nice. Congratulations to you. We also have Tien as well. Tien Van. I think you are watching in Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. Abdul is here. Also A4 as well. We also have Abdel Karim. Hello, Abdel Karim. Nice to see you here. I've also noticed today there are a lot of photographs next to your names. So when you are on the live chat, there is always a small photograph. Some people choose to keep it blank and have nothing there. Some people like to put maybe a picture of an animal or maybe some sort of emoji. However, some people like to put their actual photograph. So it's nice to see that a lot of people have actually put their photograph on their little icon or avatar. Nice to see you. Also, we've had a few photographs sent in after Mr. Steve last week put a request out for you to send in your photographs. And we've had quite a few come in. However, most of them came with a request not to show the photograph on the live stream. But it's great. It really is great to put a name to a face. So sometimes when you're talking to people, especially through the internet, and you can't see them, it's a little strange. It feels like I'm talking to lots of strangers. So when you see a photograph of a person, you can see their face, you have a better understanding of who you're talking to. So I like that. Nice to see so many people now putting their photographs next to their names on the live chat. Great. Mosen is here. Happy New Year 2021 has arrived. Let's hope things go a little bit better this year. Hello, Somali boy. Hello to you. Also, we have Maria. Oh, hello, Maria. Nice to see you here today on the third day of the new year. 2021 has arrived, everyone. Are you excited? Oh, thank you very much to Vittoria. Hello, Vittoria. Thank you very much for your super chat. That's very kind of you. Victoria Go has sent a donation on the live chat. That is another thing that you can do as well. Hello, Arpit. Also, we have Belarusia. Happy New Year to you as well. And can I wish you a speedy recovery? How are you doing at the moment? Are you getting over your recent operation? I hope so. I hope you are feeling better. And I really do hope that Mr. Steve and myself, I hope we can make you feel a little bit more happy, relaxed. I hope so. Hello also, Gigi. Hello, Gigi Kane. Nice to see you here as well. Also, we have Valeria. Hello to Maria. Hello, Ali Berlin. Hello, Ali, watching in Berlin, Germany. Very nice to see you here as well. Oh, look, we have Luis Mendez. A big bonjour to you. Hello, Luis. Thank you also for your lovely message. By the way, I have received so many email messages, personal messages on Facebook. So thank you. Can I say a big thank you for all of your lovely messages, some lovely, very moving, very touching emails talking about the effect that my live stream has on you. So yes, I always feel a little tearful. It isn't very easy for me to talk about these things, you see, because I get a little bit emotional. But can I say thank you? And it is so nice to hear from you. It is lovely to hear what you think of this. It's great. Hello also, Vitas. Hello to Connell. Hello, Connell. Nice to see you back again. So many familiar faces and names today. Also, Palmyra is here. We have... Hello, also, can I say Mog Mog? Oh, Mog Mog is here. Hi, Mog Mog. And don't forget, if you want to give me a lovely thumbs up for today's live stream, you are more than welcome to do so. Hello to Ali Berlin for your super chat as well. Thank you very much. Wow, you do realise, you do know that you are going to make me cry if you keep sending me all of these super chats. So if you really do want to see me cry today, please keep sending super chats and then I might just burst into tears. Hello also to Flower Espoir. I want to try to say hello to as many people as possible because you, of course, have taken the time to join me here. So thank you very much. Anita Portillo, hello to you. Also, Mohammed Al-Sayadi. Mohammed Al-Sayadi. I hope I pronounced your name right. Olga is here. Oh, hello, Olga. Nice to see you here as well. Hello, Carla. We also have Beatriz. Wow, so many people are here today. Thank you very much for coming and saying hello to the world, because this is what it's all about. It's not just about English, it's also about bringing people together across the world. And as I always say, one of the reasons why I love the English language so much is that it is a way of people communicating. It is a way for people to communicate with each other. So I think that is one of the great reasons for learning the English language, because then you can communicate with so many people, perhaps people that you never thought you would ever speak to in your life. Hello Milad. Hello Milad, watching in Iran. Hello Iran. Now I know I have a lot of people watching in Iran actually. You might not realise that, but I do. So a big hello to everyone watching in Iran at the moment. Christina is here. Happy New Year, Mr. Duncan. Thank you very much. Yes, we have a new year. Are you excited? Do you have any plans for this year? Do you have any resolutions? Now, we did talk about this last week. We talked very briefly about all of those things. So if you want to tell me what your plans are for this year, maybe you are planning to go away somewhere. Now, I noticed last night, I was watching television last night with Mr. Steve, and I noticed already there are many companies, many holiday companies, advertising their special deals for 2021. So I think it's very optimistic of the holiday companies to actually start advertising for this year, because as you know, there are still many travel restrictions. So I think that's very optimistic. I suppose you might say that it is a small ray of sunshine. It looks as if things might be returning to normal, even if it's only just a little bit. So if you have any super plans this year, please let me know. Oh, hello. Pedro Belmont is here today. Hello to Pedro Belmont. Hello, Pedro. Nice to see you here. I hope you are having a good time in Brazil. I hope it's staying nice where you are. It is freezing cold here, to be honest. It's around 0 Celsius today. That's cold. But don't worry, I'm nice and warm in my studio. Everything is really lovely. We have Mr. Steve coming to say hello in around about 6 or 7 minutes. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little break and then we will be back. And I think we will take a look at one of my full English lessons. As you may know or may not know, I do have lots of lovely English lessons on my YouTube channel, and now we are going to take a look at an excerpt, just a small part of one of my full English lessons. And this is taken from Full English number 36. And then after that, yes, he is back by popular demand from his parole officer. It's Mr. Steve coming up very soon. Don't go away. Ahoy hoy! What a strange thing to say at the start of a new lesson. Well, it might seem strange now, but did you know that after Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he thought that saying hello when answering a call would be confusing for the person at the other end of the line. So he suggested that people say ahoy hoy instead. That's a fact, and you can put that in your hat. Hi everyone, and welcome to another full English lesson. Yes, we are all here together again to share our love of the English language. So without any more hanging on the line, let's get on with today's full English lesson, which will start around about now. A man goes to the doctor. He says, "Doctor, doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains." And the doctor replies, "Oh, pull yourself together." There is nothing I enjoy more than having a good laugh. If I find something funny, then it is hard for me to hide my amusement. Something funny amuses me. The funny thing is amusing. They say that laughter is the best medicine when you are feeling sad, and this might very well be true. However, saying something you find funny can sometimes get you into trouble. Sometimes making a joke about something can get you into hot water. There are many words relating to jokes and humour, such as comedy, which defines anything done for the amusement of others. A comedy act will perform something funny. Then there is clowning or clowning around, which describes the act of not being serious. You are playing for laughs. You are clowning around. A carnival performer who acts in a ludicrous way for the amusement of an audience is a clown. We might describe a person who always acts the fool and never takes anything seriously as a clown. He always disrupts my lessons by acting the clown in class. We wasted a whole day clowning around with party balloons. Another word relating to humour is comedian, which is a person who tells amusing stories and jokes for a living. Then there is a comedienne, which is the term used to describe a female comedian, although these days the word comedian is often used for both male and female comedy performers. A joke is a story with a humorous ending. The funny part of a joke is called the punchline or tagline. It is the climax of a joke or story. Another word that can be used to mean joke is gag. You tell a gag. You stand up and tell gags. A person who stands on a stage to tell jokes is called a stand-up comedian. They perform stand-up comedy. Their act is called a routine, which is a carefully rehearsed comedy performance. I saw one of the funniest comedy routines ever last night. I'm off to the comedy club tonight to see some new routines. If a group of people are performing a short funny play with a humorous story, then this is called a sketch. If someone is making a joke about a famous person or a well-known organisation, such as the government, then this is called satire, lampooning, spoofing, or sending up. A well-known celebrity or politician might be on the receiving end of a satirical sketch. The comedy performers are poking fun at the well-known person. To perform a humorous version of something serious can be described as a spoof. The movie This Is Spinal Tap is a spoof of the rock music industry. Then there is tongue-in-cheek humour, which makes fun of something in an ironic or insincere way. The thing being watched seems to have a serious tone, but it is not to be taken seriously. It is all done tongue-in-cheek. It would be fair to say that a joke which is funny to one person might not be funny to another. It might even be considered by some to be offensive. Each one of us has a slightly different feeling when we hear the same joke being performed. It all depends on what is being said and who is saying it. I can't believe you find Doug Stanhope funny. He is so rude. I don't understand why you dislike Doug Stanhope so much. He is hilarious. This is what we call our sense of humour. Some people will laugh at anything, whilst others will hardly ever laugh at all. It is yet another fascinating piece of the human emotion puzzle that makes us all the individuals we are. Do you have a good sense of humour? What makes you laugh? Do you know any good jokes? One of the most frustrating parts of living in this modern age must be the amount of information we are expected to read and absorb. To make matters worse, sometimes this information is written in such a confusing way that it becomes unintelligible. The words used are incomprehensible and perplexing. It is hard to grasp what is being explained to you. We call this type of information jargon. The word jargon means a specific type of terminology that relates to a certain subject. Some of the words used in one area of a particular subject can be described as jargon. I don't understand this letter I received from my lawyer. It's full of legal jargon. Don't try to blind me with your science jargon. Just give it to me straight. To follow a list of instructions that have been given to you might force you to learn some of the jargon. To master how to operate this device, I will need to learn some computer jargon. The jargon being read isn't fully understood. It is too esoteric. It relates to a specialist field. The thing being read is unintelligible. It is all gobbledygook. It makes no sense. As far as you can tell, it's just a load of mumbo-jumbo. A letter from your lawyer or doctor might contain lots of jargon. An advanced textbook on a particular subject might contain lots of confusing jargon. The operating instructions of a piece of technology will almost certainly contain lots of lovely technical jargon. We will often ask for the information to be simplified and explained in plain English that we can easily understand. Just give it to me straight, without all the jargon. Some might say that the one good thing about jargon is that it forces us to learn new things and absorb new information. This might be true. However, in this fast-paced age of new information appearing almost on a daily basis, it might be time to lessen the technical terms, cut down on the gobbledygook, lay off the confusing terminology, and ease off the use of jargon. Please? And there it was, an excerpt from one of my many videos, many lessons on my YouTube channel, all about the English language. Yes, we are all big fans. We love English so much. You might describe us as English addicts.
Hello, Mr. Duncan. Hello, everybody out there.
I'm happy, and Mr. Steve is happy. Look at Mr. Steve's big, smiling face. Oh, okay. Good.
Now, I'm happy today, Mr. Duncan. It's a new year. Have we been on since the new year? No, we haven't, have we?
No, this is the first one.
First time on since the new year. So, Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes.
From me, I'm sure you've said Happy New Year. And we've got new people watching again, Mr. Duncan. You know how I get excited about new people watching.
It's very busy. We did actually send a message on New Year's Day, but it wasn't live, you see. It was recorded.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce this person's name. Nguyen, N-G-O-C.
New York, Nguyen.
Well done. I'm sure that's more accurate than I could have attempted.
In Vietnam.
First time on the live stream. And already asked you a question which I saw that you've already answered about having hairs on your mouth.
Yes. So around your face as well. So if normally a man you don't. Well, no. I mean, some women. This is a very delicate subject, I know, but some women do get facial hair on their.
Not like that, hopefully.
Not like this, but if a man has facial hair, we will refer to this as a beard. So normally, when we say beard, it is hair that covers most of the face, or at least the lower part of the face. So the beard is here and also here. It joins together all around the face. However, if you only have this part, this is moustache. So moustache is just this area if you only have hair on your upper lip. But the whole thing is called a beard.
Sandy Jason is watching us in Iran
Yes.
and running his fast food restaurant at the same time.
Oh, I see. So you are serving your food, your lovely hot food, and listening to us at the same time.
Yes.
Wow. So come on, everyone. Come on, if you are in the fast food restaurant in Iran right now. Come on, everyone. Come
Let's
on.
give everybody a wave.
Come on and buy the gorgeous hot fast food.
I bet it is gorgeous as well.
Please don't mention the food because I am very hungry. I have had nothing to eat today.
As usual
I've-
on a Sunday, because you're so busy preparing for this live stream.
I've done it again. I've done it again. I have.
But I heard you were showing a video before I came on, Mr. Duncan, and you went into the kitchen. I could hear the sounds of munching.
No, I wasn't eating.
Oh.
No,
I thought Mr. Duncan's eating some junk food.
but I couldn't resist showing this. This is one of the gifts we got from, I think it was one of our neighbours actually, and this is something that is very sweet, something that is quite soft but incredibly sweet, and this is called fudge. Fudge. It's a great word. Fudge.
Fudge.
Yes.
Can we show? Oh no, there's nothing on the front.
There's nothing written on here. Fudge. So this is a very sweet, I would say it's very similar to caramel.
What's in it then, Mr. Duncan?
Well,
We've got sugar,
Sugar,
vegetable fat,
lots of sugar.
which you would normally put butter in this, but this particular one has got vegetable fats.
Okay.
Skim, lots of milk. It's got butter in it. And some vanilla. That's the important thing. Fudge has a vanilla flavour normally.
Yes.
Now, this particular one that we were given by our neighbours is made in Poland.
Yes. So this is actually Polish.
Polish fudge.
Polish fudge. It's not easy to say that.
So have we got anybody from Poland watching? And they can tell us if it's near where they live. I couldn't possibly pronounce what the name of the town is on here, but Polish fudge.
I really want to shove this into my mouth.
And I'm sure that you will, miss. That's a very big piece, by the way. It's normally cut into much smaller squares.
I know, this is huge. Look at that. I really want to shove this into my mouth.
It's probably very unhealthy.
Did you know, Steve, that there is another use of this word?
Yes.
The word fudge.
Yes. If you don't do something correctly, or if you don't do it properly, if you fudge something, then it means that you probably cut corners in doing something and you don't do a very good job. For example, somebody could be building a house and they cut corners, so they leave out certain things which are important to the structure of the house, and you can say they've made a fudge of it. Is that correct, Mr. Duncan?
That's it, yes.
Yeah, so you do something, you cut corners, you leave out important things, which looks on the outside that it could be all right on first examination, like you could be doing a report at work, and it may look quite impressive, but then you've cut lots of corners, you've left out lots of important information. Your boss will read it and say, this is just a fudge.
Yes.
A half-hearted attempt
That's
at
it.
doing something.
Sometimes as well, if you give misinformation to cause confusion, you can fudge something. You can fudge the issue. Fudge.
Yes.
So it means also confusion. You cause confusion. You try to mislead someone with false information to cause confusion. Politicians will often fudge the issue. They will cause confusion.
Avoid answering directly.
I have to try some of this. One of the problems with eating this is it can actually make your throat very irritated because it's very sweet.
Yeah, so is that a good idea for you, Mr. Duncan, seeing as you're live to millions of people across the waves? Fudge, an exclamation against nonsense. Yes, that would be a good explanation as well. Sandy, by the way, in Iran, in his fast food restaurant, has said that we are welcome anytime and the food will be free.
Wow.
I don't know if that's just us or anybody currently watching. I think it's probably just us, because otherwise Sandy would make his profits would go down. But thank you very much for the offer.
Actually, we should exploit this more often. We should go around. Oh my goodness.
You've started something with women growing facial hair, Mr. Duncan.
Oh, really?
Apparently, well, I won't say that Lewis has made a comment, but do you like bearded women, says Alessandra.
Oh, I see. I've never seen
maybe step back a bit and ask another question.
During Victorian times and before then, there used to be shows that would go around, travelling circuses, and quite often they would have people who had very strange features, maybe a woman who had a beard, or maybe people that were very short or small. Not that small. Can you imagine a person being that small? It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? You could have a whole family living in a shoebox.
Well, Beata, I think, is in Poland. And in Poland, they call it little cows.
Oh.
Little cows. And you are correct. I think probably because it's predominantly, or mainly, predominantly means mainly, its main content is milk. Milk and sugar with some vanilla in it. It is delicious, but it really sets your teeth on edge, and it can irritate your throat because the sugar is so strong. Like Mars bars are the same. I remember the first time I had a Mars bar.
Very good.
It was so sweet I couldn't eat it. Even to this day, I think I would struggle to eat a whole Mars bar. But as a teenager, I found them just far too sweet. And in fact, we were eating because I like not jelly babies. I like wine gums, which is, I don't know whether I'm assuming they're available across the world. Wine gums. It's like a sort of a jelly flavoured with lime and all sorts of different flavours, different colours. And we like having them with chocolate at the same time because the two flavours are delicious together, which we've often discussed that we ought to launch this as a product because I'm sure it will be a winner. But, oh my goodness, after half an hour of doing that, your teeth are completely on edge.
So it can cause your teeth to become very sensitive, and also your throat can become sensitive because it has a lot of sugar.
Nan wants to know what it tastes like. Well, it tastes like a sort of a milk and sugar, but it's got a sort of...
Well, the main taste is vanilla.
Vanilla is the main taste.
Or if you've ever tasted caramel, which is sugar that's been heated up to a very high temperature,
and slightly burnt. So yes, it has got it. It is nice. You can put different ingredients in there. I mean, if you like nuts, you can put nuts in there and mix it in with it, or raisins, or sultanas, all sorts of things, or seeds. But yes, exactly. So we're off to Iran to get some free food at Sandy's fast food restaurant.
I feel as if we should be exploiting this more often. We should go around Much Wenlock and say, do you know who we are? We are international stars on YouTube. Can we please have some free food? Or anything that's free?
Well, you know one of the local councillors, so maybe, you could pull a few strings. If you pull strings, it means that you use your influence to get something that otherwise other people wouldn't be able to get or would find it very hard to get. Pull a few strings.
My teeth are now hurting.
Well, something with the issue that we've had over the last year, I won't say what it is, we're staying up, is because of having to stay away from people.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I have completely stayed away from the dentist.
Well, most dentists are actually closed.
Yes, well, they were during the first lockdown. Then they reopened, but And my sister's been recently because she had a problem with one of her teeth, so she had to go. And they were covered in the highest level of PPE, not just a face mask, but absolutely full on everything to protect you and to protect them against you. But I normally go, like a lot of people, every 6 months to the dentist, like you, to have your teeth checked, cleaned. And I haven't been for over a year because my 6-month check was due in March. So I didn't go to that, which means that I haven't been for over a year now.
So Steve hasn't had his teeth cleaned by the dentist for over a year, and me too. Also, we can't go to the dentist. They are very restricted with how they can treat people.
I think you can only go if you've got a problem at the moment. You can't just go for a routine checkup.
No.
Like my sister, she had a specific problem, toothache, had to have a tooth out, so she had to go because they wouldn't be able to see as many people, would they? Because they would have to clean everything up. Would take time for them to put all their equipment on. So probably routine dental checkups are not taking place. But hopefully we can get back to that because I'm hoping that everything will be all right. I'm taking extra care, which is why I'm saying with your sweet snacks, Mr. Duncan,
yes,
you don't want to have any problems which could result in you having to go to the dentist because that's a risky place to go. But anybody else out there, have you been going to the dentist as normal? Or, not a subject we were going to particularly talk about today, but have you been getting your regular dental checks? Or have you not been? So we haven't, because we haven't been able to. But how about you?
Yes. Welcome to Dentist Talk.
Well, I mean, as we know, one of our regular viewers is a dentist.
Yes, Belarusia.
Yes.
But at the moment, Belarusia is not working because she is recuperating. You are recuperating from your recent operation.
But if Belarusia is on today, then maybe she can give a perspective from her country as to whether she has been continuing with her work as a dentist.
Can I just say also we have the sentence game coming up. For those who are wondering, we have other things as well. We are also going to take a look at a lovely walk that we had on New Year's Eve. So the day before New Year, we actually went for a little walk to a lovely place, not very far away from our house, but we went to a lovely place and had a nice time. We were going, if you remember last week, Steve, do you remember last week? We were going to take a walk up one of the local landmarks, one of the famous hills in this area, but we couldn't because there were hundreds and hundreds of people who had the same idea. So we couldn't do that, but we did go on a lovely little walk last week. Would you like to have a look, Steve? Here
yes,
we go.
It may refresh my memory.
Yes, here we go. So this is the day before the New Year. And there it is. So you can see there is one of the fields near our house, and you might see Mr. Steve in a moment. But what is he doing? What are you doing, Steve?
I didn't know you were filming me while I was doing that. Well, I'm walking up. That is actually a legitimate walkway. It's a path, isn't it?
Yes, it's a public.
A public footpath. That's
a public
right.
footpath.
Which goes up the middle of this field, which is usually full of sheep. I'm doing something very strange there. I don't normally walk like that. I'm just doing that to try and cause some amusement.
There is no need to explain the joke. Just enjoy. Go with the fun. Go with the ride. That's what I say. But if we look over here, look at that. There is actually a very nice view in the distance. Oh, so this is not very far away from where we live, actually. So we decided to take a little walk. And now you will see Mr. Steve at the top of the hill. There he is. Now, of course, you may notice that Mr. Steve is slightly more active than me. He went up that hill very quickly. When I tried to do it, it took me a little bit longer to be honest. It did
Yes,
take...
you had to go up there on your hands and knees, didn't you, Mr.
Yes.
Duncan?
I crawled up there on my hands and knees. And here is the view from the top. Oh, isn't that lovely? And you might notice in the distance there is also some snow as well. In fact, in the distance, that actually is Wenlock Edge. So that's part of one of the famous landmarks here in Shropshire, Wenlock Edge. And there is Mr. Steve walking off into the mist. And I think we have one more shot. One more, and then we will get back to Mr. Steve.
Well, because it was so cold, the battery, you were filming this with your phone.
Yes.
And the phone got quite cold and the battery suddenly dropped the level, didn't it?
That's it. I almost ran. Now, I wonder if anyone else has this problem. Does anyone else have this problem? Oh, cheer up, Mr. Steve. Cheer up.
I look a bit sad there. I must be putting that on.
I don't know. Maybe not. If you've ever wondered what Mr. Steve looks like normally, well, now you know. That's what Mr. Steve's face looks like for most of the time.
That is not correct.
But yes, we did have a lovely walk the other day, and looking into the distance there, I think somewhere over there is our house. Can you wave to our house there? Ah, it's too late. It's gone.
People are making comments about going to the dentist. Valentina said that it's one of her New Year resolutions to go to the dentist.
Ah.
Yes, a lot of people don't like. I don't think anybody likes going to the dentist, do they? Let's face it.
Unless you enjoy pain.
Florence says that it's very expensive to go to the dentist. Yeah, I think it pretty much is everywhere. But in the UK, most people, I would say, get free dental care in the UK. It used to be everybody got free dental care,
Yes.
but not everybody does now. But most people get free dental care, and then that's right. It used to be free, and it is free if you're on benefits, I think. But you have to pay something now towards your dental care, and have done for the last maybe 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
But it's only about £10 a month or something is all you have to pay. But of course, if you go privately, of course, it's very expensive.
Yes.
And if you work for a nice company, they may well pay for your dental care.
Yes. A lot of companies these days have a dental plan, so you can actually sort of get your dental treatment for free. I must admit, in my younger years, I did neglect my teeth a little bit, but fortunately, I was able to save them. I put them in a little box next to my bed, and then I glued them back into my skull.
Yeah, so you didn't go to the dentist for years, but then your teeth were always in very good condition, which I could never understand.
Yes.
When I was a child, I was always going to the dentist with having to have fillings. But you didn't, did you? When I met you, you hardly had any fillings at all. In fact,
No.
I don't think you had any.
No, I still don't.
No, that's true. He doesn't have any fillings.
I have no fillings.
And and he has sugar in all his drinks, all his tea, all his coffee, eats lots of sugar, always eating sugar, but hardly has any fillings.
Lots of fudge.
But I've got lots of fillings, but I don't think I've ever eaten anywhere near as much sugar as Mr. Duncan. So some people have much stronger teeth than others.
Hello, Nadine. Hello, Nadine, watching in Saudi Arabia. Nice to see you. Nice to see you there as well.
And asking the question, are they the only people watching from Saudi? Well, we had somebody from Syria, Mohammed, said hi from Syria earlier.
Well, that's in a very different part of the
It's
world.
in a very different part of the world, yes. We've got Mr. Bruno in Switzerland, said hi as well. Prem in India. So it just goes to show again, we've got people from all over the world watching.
Now, earlier, Steve, I said Happy New Year to not only my viewers out there in YouTube land, but also some random things. And I was wondering if you would like to do the same thing. So I have some random things, some objects that I'm going to just show you. And I want you to say Happy New Year to those things by naming them.
Okay.
So say, for example, I'll
Give
give
me
you.
an example. I didn't know you were going to do this. Mr. Duncan springs these surprises on me.
I like to give you surprises. For example, Mr. Steve, Happy New Year to Mr. Duncan's stinky old slippers. You see? So do you get the idea now?
Yes.
Okay, then. So here are some for you. Ready, Steve? So here is the first one.
Happy New Year to Mr. Duncan's stylish clock
Yes.
or designer clock.
Yes.
Is it a Roald Dahl clock?
Roald Dahl.
Who is it? It's a clock by some famous artist, isn't it?
Salvador Dali.
Dali, that's it. I was close. I was close. I think the person I first mentioned writes books.
Yes, he writes children's books.
So look at people are saying, right, before you do the next one, we've got Zafir from Sudan.
Hello, Sudan.
Omar is also from Syria. Kazakhstan. Tala Rocks from Kazakhstan. We've got Somali Boy from Somalia, who I know we've had before. And Ayad, don't know how to pronounce, is also from Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So, yes.
Another one, Steve. Another Happy New Year to...
Happy New Year to Mr. Duncan's very old sneakers.
Yes,
Or
trainers.
trainers, as we would call them here. Sneakers in America, trainers here.
So Happy New Year to my stinky...
20-year-old trainers.
I think yeah. I'm not sure if they're 20-year-old. 20 years. I think I got them in about 2008. So 13 years old, these trainers are. Another one, Steve?
Happy New Year to one of our favourite comedy duos. And of course, we watched them at Christmas. They're very Christmassy. We like them very much. It is, of course, Dame... I can't remember their names, Mr. Duncan.
Oh, my goodness.
I was going to say French and Saunders. Then I was going to say Dame Edna Everage. But, of course, that's Australian.
It's Dame Evadne...
Evadne Hinge and Brackett. There we go. Yes, I've got it. Hinge and Brackett, one of our
Yes.
favourite... they're not really ladies.
Well,
but
okay.
but they are extremely funny.
They are really ladies. It's Hinge and Bracket, and we love them very much. And we were watching a lot of Hinge and Bracket over the Christmas period because they're very funny. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Why are we doing this, by the way? Happy New Year to a very expensive toaster
Okay.
that I bought for Mr. Duncan many years ago as a Christmas present.
Yes. So Happy New Year to the toaster.
The Magimix toaster.
Yes. Well, these are things that are often ignored, you see. You see, we never say Happy New Year to all of the things around us. So another one, Steve.
Happy New Year to our stairs.
The lovely staircase.
And to the carpet. Happy New Year, carpet. I still don't see why we're doing this, Mr. Duncan.
Well, it's interesting use of words.
Okay, fine.
So
I'll play along.
These are the stairs that take us up to the land of Nod. Another one,
What
Steve.
you were going to say. Happy New Year to Mr. Duncan's... which phone is that?
That's my old Samsung Galaxy.
So Mr. Duncan's old Samsung Galaxy phone, which is at least 9 years old.
Yes.
And still working, by the way.
It still works. And there is my face. This is actually my reflection in the mirror.
Interesting.
So Happy New Year to my reflection.
Happy New Year to a junk drawer.
Yes, piles of crap that you put in a drawer. Everyone has one of these. I'm sure you do, watching out there. Do you have a drawer in your house that is just full of junk?
Well, if anyone's looking at that, they might think, why is there a gas mask in there?
Yeah.
Which there is, sort of towards the top. There's a gas mask.
Yes.
Of course, that's I have to put that on every time Mr. Duncan blows off
Yes.
and farts in the house. I have to reach for that and put it on straight away to protect
Thanks.
myself.
Thanks, Steve.
I'm only joking. But yes, look at the rubbish. That's probably most people's kitchen. They've got a drawer full of junk.
Yes. But everyone has one of these in their house somewhere. They have at least one cupboard or drawer, and it's full of all the useless rubbish that they think that they might use one day.
There's a spider in there.
There is a spider. That's the tarantula.
The plastic tarantula. There's a golf ball 2 golf balls that my father used to use.
You've got your father's balls in there.
Both of them, by the look of it.
Oh,
yes.
my goodness. Okay.
Yes.
I suppose it makes a change from ashes.
There's some clips for putting on opened food that you might want to keep in the refrigerator.
Yes. Okay, and then the final one, Steve.
Well, I think that draw is more interesting than anything you've shown so far. That's my new calendar. Happy New Year to my new MG calendar.
Yes, so there it is, Mr. Steve's calendar that I bought for Christmas. So there you can see some random things that I wanted to say Happy New Year to. I wanted to wish them all a Happy New Year, including you as well. Happy New Year to wherever you are in the world watching at the moment. I hope 2021 treats you well.
Well, we've got lots of people saying hello from their different countries. We've got Juan Gabriel Bernal Rodriguez from Peru saying hi. Right, okay. We've got Chile as well. Juan Jose Diaz Radovic from Chile. And we've got Latif from Oman. We've got people from all over the place. It's just nice to know. I like to know where you're all from. People talking a lot about dentists as well, and how it's free in certain places and not in others. It's free in Spain if you need your wisdom tooth taking out, or both of them.
Can I say hello to the live chat? Mohammed Kassimi, who says, "Hi, Mr. Duncan. Thanks for helping me start learning English now for more than 5 years. It was a long road, but now I am fluent and I study politics at the University College in London. Once again,
wow.
Thank you and Happy New Year." Thank you, Mohammed Kassimi. Thank you very much. That's very kind.
That one. I missed that one.
Yes.
Giovanni says, yes, I have a junk drawer in the kitchen. Most people, I think, have one of those. It'd be interesting to look into people's junk drawers.
Well, do you remember the time when we did people's refrigerators? We asked everyone to take a picture of their refrigerator, what's inside. So we might do... So do you have... Here is a good challenge for next week. Do you have a cupboard or a drawer in your house that is full of junk, rubbish, things that you put away because you think maybe one day they will be useful? If you have one, please send it to my email, and then maybe we can show them next week if we get any.
We will have a look and see what's in your junk drawer. We've also got somebody from Malawi in Africa. I'm trying to work out how to pronounce your name, but I'm not going to because I'll probably get it wrong. But Amaldi Dekan from Malawi. So I'm sure I haven't pronounced that correctly.
That's good. Valeria earlier says, I really like the sentence carpe diem. Carpe diem. Have you ever heard of that?
How do you spell it?
Carpe. Well, it's there on the live chat. I'll show you. Carpe diem.
Really like this sentence. No, I don't know that.
I think Saturino actually mentioned it earlier. But carpe diem. Now, I've heard of it before. I'm sure I've heard of it in a song. And it actually means, I think it refers to making the most of every day. I think it has something to do with making the most of every day. Carpe diem. I think it's like seize the day, something like that. If I'm wrong or right, I'm sure you will let me know. Carpe diem. As I understand it, it means grasp every day. Take every day and live it to its fullest.
Which would be a very good New Year resolution. I have many junk drawers, says Giovanni. Yes, that isn't our only junk drawer.
We want to see your junk drawers.
Well, of course, drawers in England also means something else.
Ladies' underwear.
Means ladies' underwear. So yes, you've got to be careful. I think it's spelt the same way as well. So having junk in your drawers could mean a completely different thing if you took the alternative meaning to the word drawers. Latin American names are always very long, and they're lovely.
So there it is, our junk drawer. That is where all of the things, all of the rubbish that we think might become useful one day, we put them all in there. And there at the front you can see Mr. Steve's father's balls, his golf balls.
We've got some raw plugs in there as well.
There's everything. There's some sticky tape. There's a European socket, electric socket adapter. Actually, there's another golf ball at the back.
There is.
It's ironic that we don't play golf.
There's some milliput there, which is I don't know what that is. It's a fascinating product. It's got two tubes, and you cut an equal amount out of each one. You mash it together. It goes green, and then it sets like rock.
Yes,
after a couple of hours.
It's a type of resin, isn't it?
It's like a resin. It's magic stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's used a lot in the plumbing trade.
Yes.
But we've used it to fix pipes and all sorts of things. There's some duct tape. There's some tape in there as well for wrapping up parcels.
Yes. So do you have a junk cupboard or a junk drawer? Take a photograph on your mobile phone and send it to me. You can send it to the email address, which is coming up right now.
A lot of women here saying that their husbands have junk drawers. A lot of people saying that their husbands' drawers are always full of junk, but their husbands claim it's not junk.
Yes.
Well, I would probably tend to agree, because I don't like throwing anything away. If you're the sort of person that doesn't like to throw anything away, you always think that one day there's going to be something in there that's useful, and sometimes it is.
Yes.
But very rarely, I've discovered.
Steve, I received something through the post. The first day of 2021, I received something through the post. Would you like to see it? I got this. This gives you an idea of the age of most of the people that live in this area. So we had this come through the door, and it's lots of things to help the elderly move around and stay comfortable. So I love this. Would you like to have a closer look? So this is the sort of thing that we receive in this area because, well, there are many elderly people living around here. First of all, there is the chair that will literally catapult you out. It springs up and it sends you flying across the room. It's a way of getting you to move around. So I love that chair. But the thing is, if you have to have a chair that does that, then maybe it's time just to sit down anyway.
Well, that man looks far too young to need a chair that literally pushes him upright.
Yes, I don't think he needs that chair.
I've got to be careful what we say here, Mr. Duncan. But yes, I mean, even she doesn't look like she needs a chair.
No. Well, I'm not actually being rude about this because I know that there are people who have difficulty moving around. What I'm saying is this came through our letterbox to us.
Bupesh says, is this a brochure? Would you call this a brochure or a pamphlet?
A brochure?
Yes.
Yes.
A brochure.
So this is a brochure for things to help people move around who are getting a little older. But I'm not making fun of this. But here is something that I do want. So I might actually buy one of these, Mr. Steve. I might save up my money this year and buy one of these. I want to go around Much Wenlock, and I want to run people over along the footpath. That's what I'm planning to do with that. So that's what came through our door this week, and I must admit it did surprise me because I was thinking, do we really need those at the moment? Well, maybe Mr. Steve.
Well, if you've got mobility problems, and you haven't got strength in your legs to get up, then maybe that is something that would help you. Yes, some people might need that.
Yes, but I think I would definitely like one of these. So maybe 5 years from now, perhaps, Steve, 5 years when I'm 60.
Well, I mean, your New Year's resolution was to survive.
Yes.
So is that a resolution of yours then, to be able to sit in one of those or need one of those particular devices? But
well, maybe not this year. Perhaps I have changed my mind. Maybe 5 years from now.
Andrew notices that there's £300 off this particular mobility device, so maybe it's a bargain.
Well, these
but
things.
If there's £300 off, how much does it cost, Mr. Duncan?
Well, these things are quite expensive. I think they're normally about £2,000 or £3,000. So this particular little what do you call a scooter? So this is an electric scooter. But you see lots of them around the towns now, and sometimes they are a bit of a menace. I will be honest, because some people drive them too quickly, and I have lost count of the number of times that I've almost been run over by someone riding along in one of these.
Well, because they're quite silent.
Yes,
and they tend to go a lot faster than the average walking speed.
Yes.
They ought to have little. It's like electric cars. Electric cars. People are being run over in supermarket car parks.
Really?
Because they can't hear electric cars coming. Because when an electric car is going at a low speed, you haven't got any tyre noise, so you can't hear an electric car coming if it's only going, say, 5 miles an hour. You have to look very carefully to see if there's an electric car. This is going to become more and more of a problem, unless, of course, I think some of them are putting a noise device in that it will emit a noise as it's going along at low speed. But yes, I've been caught out by people on scooters because they tend to go, they can go sort of 10, 15 miles an hour down a pavement, and normally you'd only be going sort of 2 miles an hour. Saturino said, I would prefer to drive a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Well, maybe Ferrari or Lamborghini could make one of these.
Yes, I've got an idea, Steve. So in every electric car, to prevent people from being run over, maybe they could play a little song like an ice cream van, sort of like this. I think that's a brilliant idea. So maybe we could do that.
I want an ice cream now.
I know, me too.
Vittoria says, I like the catapulting chair. In the morning, I would need a catapulting bed.
Ah, well, they do those as well.
That would be a good idea. When your alarm goes off, it automatically starts raising your bed up to stop you. Yes, instead of hitting the snooze button on your phone, then maybe you could have a bed that. Maybe you can have 5 minutes snoozing, and then after the 5 minutes, the bed raises up and literally you fall out of bed. That would be a good way of getting you out of bed in the morning.
So that's
a great idea.
There's one there. So that bed is automatic. It will put you upright. It will lift your legs up.
Well, that I think is a good idea. A bed that raises you up. Because hospital beds are like that, aren't they? In a hospital, you don't lie flat.
Yes.
They tend to be raised up at the back. And I remember when I went into hospital to have my tonsils out when I was in my 30s, which is late to have your tonsils out, but I was having problems.
Very late.
I remember it just being so comfortable, just lying there at this angle, like that is. Hospital beds are always at this angle because I think it's more comfortable.
Yes.
And it just felt lovely. I just thought a bed like this at home, instead of having to push the pillows behind you to make you feel comfortable. Because when you sit up in bed, having a cup of tea or reading a book, you have to put pillows behind you to feel comfortable.
Yes.
But if you could have a bed that raises up that section at the back, that would be very comfortable. Yes. I'm into all this now, Mr. Duncan.
I think so.
What's that company again? I think we'll contact
them. So you can almost have your own hospital ward in your own house. So you have everything there except for the life support machine, which I think comes separately. You have to pay extra for that. How can I put my picture in the icon? You have to go to your Google settings. So when you create your YouTube account, you normally have a Google account. So you change your profile picture through your Google account, and then you put that in there, and then whenever you go on the live chat, that picture will appear next to you. So that's how you do that.
And thank you for sending your pictures to Mr. Duncan. We've had some sent through to us.
Yes.
We sort of put that up as a suggestion just for us so that we could see what you look like.
That's it.
But yes, if you could put your picture on the icon, you don't call it icon, what do you call it?
It is a little avatar.
Avatar, then we will be able to see you, except that they're very small and we can't make them bigger.
No, but if you look at them on a desktop, they are larger. But
I bet you can't just sort of stab them with your finger and it makes them bigger.
Stab who with your finger?
You know, just sort of, you know what I
see.
mean. Put your finger on the screen and it will expand the avatar. Is that what it's called? Avatar.
So you want to put your fingers on our viewers.
Right. Tom X here. Speaking of tonsils, are you familiar with tonsil tennis?
Tonsil tennis, otherwise known as French kissing.
Oh.
Yes.
Right, okay, yes.
Tonsil tennis. That's when people kiss and they get very passionate and everything starts to...
Been a few years, but yes.
It's been a while since I've had any French kissing or any kissing, to be honest.
Well, I haven't got any tonsils now, so there's no chance of me having tonsil tennis.
I think Father Christmas may have given me a quick kiss when he was delivering my presents. I felt some very strong hands grabbing hold of me on Christmas Eve.
Question is Tomek watching us with 100% concentration today?
Yes, because we have.
Or is he looking after his family? Because last week he was doing a lot of family-related things, which we never found out exactly what. We presumed it was cooking, playing with the children, that sort of thing. We don't know, but yes. Have we got your full attention today?
Marietta says one of those electric scooters can actually have a small horn or some sort of device fitted that makes a noise. Yes, you are right. They normally make some sort... It's normally a beep, beep, beep. It's not very loud.
Yeah, Beatrice says that she remembers in Bath... People went so fast in the supermarket with the scooters that it was dangerous. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, because, I mean, the thing is they can go quite quickly. I think they can go about 10 miles an hour, which is a lot faster than walking speed. So, they should be restricted.
Yes. It depends on the voltage. So some people only have the 12 volt, but others have the 24 volt.
Oh, well, that would be a lot more power. That one doesn't look very stable.
No, that one looks like it's... I think that's designed to go into the back of a car, a boot, in the boot of the car.
You'd have to remain on very flat ground, I think, with that particular one.
Are we getting commission or some sort of money from this company? Because we seem to be mentioning them a lot. But that's what came through my letterbox this week. Something telling me that... Mr. Duncan, we've noticed that you are getting older. You might need some help, some extra support getting around, you see.
Nisa asks, what is the weather like here today? Well, in London and all over the UK at the moment, it's pretty cold. We've got easterly winds, so that means the winds are coming from sort of Nordic countries, Switzerland and... Norway and maybe even from Russia. So they are speculating that we might be getting another beast from the east.
Yes, a lot of easterly winds at this time of year normally bring cold weather. Can I say hello to Escalante? Escalante has just sent a super sticker. So not just super chat, but super sticker.
What's that, Mr. Duncan?
Thanks for being you. It is a super sticker which allows you to stand out. I think this is becoming a new thing now. In every live stream, Mr. Steve has to sneeze at least once.
I don't know. There must be some dust in here, Mr. Duncan. Maybe it's from your beard.
Can I say hello to Escalante again? Escalante, thank you very much. Thanks for being you. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you very much.
Yes, so Nisa, yes, thank you very much. Escalante, yes. It's cold weather in the UK at the moment, probably about 3 or 4 degrees.
Well, today it's around 0 again.
Freezing. Well, I've been out there today. It's actually warmer than yesterday. Today, because a lot of the snow's melted, but it's below 5 degrees, I would say, and freezing at night because we're getting all the wind from Russia.
And there is the
at the moment.
There is the view out of the window right now. So that's actually what we're looking at. And you can see there was a lot of low cloud, a lot of mist floating by.
Did you say bless you to me when I sneeze, Mr. Duncan?
I did not.
Well, Latif did, so thank you very much.
But last week, do you remember last week?
Noun.
Do you remember last week Mr. Steve sneezed and he accused me of not saying bless you, but we watched the live stream and I did say bless you. So,
you did.
So that's why, you see, because you criticised me last week unfairly. You accused me of not.
Well, usually you don't.
Yes. You said, you didn't give me a bless you. It's not fair. Francisco says, hi, everyone. Happy New Year and a year without you know what. Well, hopefully things will slowly get better over the forthcoming year. It is a new year. Everyone is now optimistic, positive, even though things are not going well. I think it's fair to say. I don't think I'm exaggerating there if I said things are not going well, but we will try our best to stay happy and cheerful during the whole of 2021. And for those who have just joined us, maybe once more, we should say, what shall we say, Steve? Happy New Year. Thank you very much for joining us today. Yes, we are here again. English Addict, keeping you entertained and informed and educated during the whole of 2021. It's true. And we are live right now on YouTube at 26 minutes past 3 o'clock. The sentence game coming very soon.
Valentina asks, will all the schools in England be shut tomorrow? Apparently not. Apparently not. I think some will, but most will be open, according to what I've heard today.
There seems to be two sides of the argument. One argument is they must go back to school for their education. And the other argument is that it's not safe for them to go back because maybe they will spread the thing to their families and their relatives, you see. So that is, I suppose it's both arguments are reasonable. But I'm not giving my opinion, and nor is Mr. Steve.
Thank you, Nisa, for your comments, as I look superb.
You do look good today. This T-shirt, by the way, this top, it's like a rugby top. But this is one of my favourite items of clothing on Steve. I think you look amazing.
Well, it's just something I threw on.
Yes. And also, it matches my tie.
Oh, yes.
So it looks as if we have coordinated ourselves. I like that. Very, very nice.
Yes, Annus horribilis. Saturino. Yes, that is a phrase. Annus horribilis. A Latin phrase that's been used to describe 2020. In fact, our Queen famously used that expression many years ago when she'd had a particularly bad year, when a lot of bad things had happened. It could have been the same year that, well, it was certainly the same year that Windsor Castle burnt down.
Yes, I think it was.
But there'd been some, whether it was to do with Diana, I don't know, or as well, but there'd been a lot of, but she famously used this phrase, and since she used it many years ago to describe a bad year for her, lots of other people have used it since. Yes, it's a Latin phrase, just means bad year.
Yes, annus. That is how you pronounce it, by the way. You don't pronounce it any other way.
There's two N's.
If you have a horrible annus...
Yes.
You have to be careful how you say that, by the way. You have a horrible annus. Your annus is horrible. It is a terrible year.
Yes, make sure you put two N's in the word annus, otherwise it could mean something very different.
Although you might be saying that someone has, maybe their bum is not very nice. So you might be saying they have a horrible bum, you see?
Well, maybe they've got hemorrhoids.
Yes.
You know, common problem that people get as they get older.
Yes, it's amazing how many people have hemorrhoids and piles. How many people? I mean, you know, I could probably throw a stone and hit someone that has piles. I think so.
Yes, Palmyra asks a good question. It's a controversial question, probably.
Oh?
But I think Palmyra knows the answer. Do you have a regretful feeling because of splitting with the EU?
Ask me next year. So maybe save that question until next year, and then I will give you my answer, because it's too early, you see, to say what will happen. But we did not agree with it, by the way, so we both voted against leaving the European Union because we like Europe.
Yes.
And we do realise that sometimes it is better to be stronger in a large group together than floating on your own.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to start going off into a political...
Well, that's it.
Commentary, Mr. Duncan.
That was actually the end of the sentence.
But we do actually. But we just have to accept it now. We have to accept it. We don't like it, and travelling to Europe's probably going to be more difficult now. But you know, it's happened, so we just have to get on with it.
Yes, we can't really do anything about it. That's it. You see, the people have spoken.
Yes, but we won't go into that because I'm actually very relieved.
Okay.
That we have at least sorted a deal out.
Yes, it's only taken 4.5 years, but anyway, let's get off that. But that's been a big
worry off my mind, Mr. Duncan.
Okay.
That's one less worry.
Does it make any difference? Do you often use the word shambles? Negative people used to do it, or used to say it to mean disaster. Yes, shambles, chaos. So if you have chaos or maybe a gigantic mistake, maybe a lot of people have made a big error, you can say shambles. Something that has turned out badly can be described as a shambles.
Yes, people often say that the politicians' handling of the coronavirus crisis in the UK has been a shambles, or the handling of the Brexit negotiations has been a shambles. It just means it's been very badly handled.
Well, 1.5 hours we made it without saying that word.
Well, we've got to say the word, haven't we?
But I don't want to, because we're all here happy. It's a happy new year. Positivity. Everything's up.
Yeah, well, I am. It is up. Yes, there are things are going to get worse, but they're going to get very. I'm very confident that everything to do with this pandemic, it's all going to be pretty much over, hopefully by the summer,
by the next millennium.
Yes, well, I think we'll still be socially distancing and all that sort of thing, but I think that I'm very confident.
Okay,
There's lots
Steve.
of preventative things coming
This
out.
is great. I'm
etc.
enjoying this.
Yeah, but I'm being positive. I'm being positive, Mr. Duncan. Have we ever been to Poland? No.
No, never
Sam,
have.
But we've known lots of Polish people.
Yes, and also we have a very old kettle in our kitchen that we've had for over nearly 30 years, and it still works perfectly, and it was made in Poland.
Was it made in Poland?
It was.
30 years we've had this kettle. Is it really 30 years?
Yes, almost 30 years.
I know it's a long, certainly well over 20 years. Didn't know
Yes.
it was that long. Yes, it's. I mean, who has a kettle for 30 years? It just keeps going. It's amazing kettle.
Made in Poland. Just like my fudge, you see? The fudge that I'm eating. And
Is that going to last 30 years?
this is not going to last 30 minutes.
Exactly. Well, Polish workers are very renowned for being very good builders, and I had somebody when we lived in Wolverhampton and you were in China. It was a Polish company that completely did my house out from top to bottom, and I remember the man that came to do the tiles, the floor tiles. I had ceramic tiles put down in the kitchen.
Okay.
And he said when he was trained to put floor tiles down, his boss would come and he would get a coin, because obviously floor tiles, they've got grouting in between them and they've got to be level, haven't they? And he would get a coin and he would set the coin off along the tiles, and if it jumped anywhere, he'd have to take them all up and do them again. So I had perfectly laid floor tiles in my kitchen, and the work was absolutely amazing. So yes, lots of people use Polish people in the UK to do their building work, to upgrade their house, to do all sorts of things like that, because they're renowned for being very hard workers and perfectionists at their job.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
So a big thumbs up from Mr. Steve.
But weather,
Weather.
a lot of Polish people have been saying that they're going back to Poland now because they don't feel welcome here in the UK anymore, which is very sad.
Well, I don't think it's that, is it? It's
Yes.
not. It's not feeling welcome. It's just the fact that all the visa and legalities.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah.
The legalities are changing, but I think a lot of people will regret it in the future when they want their bathrooms.
Well, we've got a
Modern-
big shortage of people like plumbers and fitters and electricians. There's a big shortage, builders, huge shortage in this country.
Anyway, we have the sentence game coming up, Steve.
Right.
I want to play the sentence game. For those who don't know what the sentence game is, it is a game concerning sentences. Well, I think that's pretty obvious, would you say? I think.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's all right, keep going. Jimmy says positivity and optimism. Are they interchangeable, I think is what you mean.
Yes, you
I
can
guess
be.
they are.
You can be positive. A person who is positive always has a good outlook. So their mind is always looking in a positive direction, or something that maybe is imagined to be positive or good. Maybe your plans for the future. So you have things ahead that you are looking forward to doing. You are positive. You are optimistic. You are hoping, or I suppose thinking. So thinking doesn't necessarily mean these things will happen, but it is a very healthy way of thinking.
Yeah, you can use those interchangeably, definitely.
I think so. Here we go then, Steve. We've got to get the sentence game out, or else we will get complaints. Here is the sentence game today. We are going to play it right.
When you get your fingers on the buttons.
Yes, I couldn't find it, you see. It was lost. It was underneath all of Mr. Steve's dirty underwear. Tick, 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 tick. I think Steve's been working out. I think he's been exercising more than usual.
I've been in the garden today, Mr. Duncan.
What's that?
I've been in the garden today, Mr. Duncan, only for an hour. Just wanted to. There's an area of the garden I'm trying to clear, as you well know, and I just wanted to do a little bit of digging to get rid of some roots.
Okay.
So yes, I'm trying to keep fit, because what happens over the winter is that you stop doing work in the garden and you get unfit. Anyway, sentence game.
Sentence game. Tomek says, can you wait a moment because I need to poop on the loo.
Well, he just says he's going to the loo.
Oh, pop
out. He didn't say.
I thought, sorry, well, I read it very quickly. I thought it said poop.
But a lot of people might be thinking, well, quickly put one up before Tomek comes back and we've all got a chance.
Yes. So I think this is a good opportunity to do it. So Tomek doesn't steal everyone else's thunder.
Ooh.
So here it is then, the sentence game. We have today relationship words. Oh.
Right.
Fancy pants.
So there's a clue.
Relationship words are in these mystery sentences. So you will see a sentence, and there it is right now. What you have to do is tell me what the missing words are. So, of course, as usual, I give you a clue. There is a clue, and the clue is relationship. Relationship. So, words connected to being in a relationship. Any type of relationship.
Oh, Tomek's back. It's too late. You've probably got 30 seconds to get this.
That was a very quick poop.
Yes. Did you wash your hands, Tomek? You were so keen to get back.
Oh, wait there, Steve. Maybe he's still doing it. Maybe he's there now, watching us. What? Oh, no.
No. I don't. That's not right. Okay.
You're not on the toilet at the moment, are you, Tomek?
Lewis says that the best builders are Italians and Portuguese. That's what people think in Europe. We don't get many Italian or Portuguese people coming to the UK to do building work. It's not common. It's not common in England. Certainly not. Interesting. Right, have we got any answers yet?
Not yet. Not yet. We've got them coming through now. Nessar. Oh, Nessar. I think Valentina. Also. Flower Espoir. Maria. And yes, we have 4 of. I think Maria may have been first. I think so. Maria, well done. I think you were first with the answer. We also have Bistar, Inadine, and Flower Espoir. Also, we have Vitas as well. Oh, hello, Connell. Connell was there as well, but Connell has retracted. So, congratulations. A lot of people got that one right, Steve. It's quite good, really, isn't it? So, I wonder what the answer to that question is. Now, this is something that happens when maybe a couple have had a big argument, or maybe something that's been happening for a very long time. Maybe someone feels that they are being treated unfairly in a relationship. So they are trying to say, give me one good reason why I should stay with you. So actually we had quite a few correct answers there, and I will put it up on the screen just to show you. Bing!
There we go.
One reason stay you. Give me one good reason why I should stay with you.
Are you saying that to me, Mr. Duncan?
No.
Oh, okay.
Should I be?
Maybe.
Should I be saying it to you?
Yes, a lot of people got that one correct, so well done.
Yes. So you might say, now, what do we call it, Steve? Maybe in a relationship where a person says that you have a choice to make, And this is the final chance.
Last chance. This is your last chance.
It is the ultimatum.
Oh, the ultimatum.
I like that word. So an ultimatum is when you get to a point where you have one last chance, normally by answering a question. So you get to the point where you have to answer a question. What are we going to do with our relationship? How will we continue with our relationship?
Tomek thinks he was first with that one.
Oh, okay then.
You'll have to look back, Tomek. In fact, it was Maura, I believe, wasn't it? Who got it correct the first time. But but presumably you got it instantly that you came back from the loo.
No, definitely. Tomek definitely wasn't first there. He's
Well-
telling me to scroll up.
Yes, Maura I think was first this time. So well done to everybody. Anyway, it's all a bit of fun. It's all a bit of fun. The reason you're first with everything is because you've got a very good grasp of English
Yes.
and quite clever. I think
Yes.
Tomek's quite clever.
I
Done a
don't.
good job as well.
I don't think that's the only thing he's grasping at the moment, because I think he's sitting on the toilet whilst watching us. What?
Yes, there we go. Oh yes, Maura is pointing that out as well. You're all very clever. It's quite competitive, this sentence game.
Yes.
It's very, but it's healthy, friendly competitiveness.
Healthy.
Yes, nobody's getting upset because it's all a bit of fun.
It is, apparently.
Yes.
Here's the second one. We've got to move on because we've only got 15 minutes. And
I'm
then
getting hungry.
we are gone. I'm starving because I haven't eaten any food.
Did you start early today? Did you start on time, Mr. Duncan?
I was exactly on time. Did you notice today? I started my live stream exactly on time. And I will try to keep that up during 2021. I will try my best to always be here with you. Here's another one. Oh my goodness, wait there. We something to something it something, but we still something. Yes. So maybe a relationship that is in trouble. So when we say that the relationship is in trouble, it means things are going wrong in the relationship between the two people who are involved with each other. We try... Oh, did I just nearly...
I think
Okay.
you might have given the first word away, but that's usually what I do.
We something to something it something.
Oh, I think I've got this one.
Oh, I think even Steve has got this one. Is it really that easy?
The last two words, yes, it could be interesting.
Yes. Okay, yes, we have... Oh. Hello to Portugal. Can I say hello to Portugal? We were in your country, not last year, but the year before. In 2019, we were in Portugal. We had a lovely time there.
Well,
A lot of people have noticed that I gave the first word because sometimes I'm very silly.
well, it looks like Maura's done it again. But Valeria did get the first word right, and nearly got it. Yes.
Oh, Vitesse. Vitesse, yes, I think we have Vitesse. And also our noun. I think our noun
Yes, but look.
and Vitesse.
Yes, but look.
But one of the words is wrong. Yes. Oh, yes, that's it. Yes,
that's,
Maura.
yes. Maura got it
Maura.
right, yes.
I think Maura has got the complete.
Mattacini. Maura Mattacini.
Yes.
Give you your full name.
Well done, Maura. I think so, yes. Well done. Yes, all of the words there are correct. You are all doing very well. I think everyone has had a good rest, you see, during
Yes.
Christmas. So everyone's brains are working at 100%.
Palmyra recognised that you gave the first word away.
Yes. You know, sometimes I do it. It's my age, unfortunately. So here we go. Here's the answer. Mr. Cockerel, where are you? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Here is the answer.
Goodbye, Beata. Beata's going.
Beata. Bye-bye, Beata. We tried to make it work, but we still broke up. We tried. Oh, it's like a song. Let me just sing a song. We tried to make it work, but we still broke up. And he took away all of my records and my cassettes.
That must have been a breakup from 1970.
Yes, so that's a very old breakup from many years ago. So when you break up, quite often we will say something comes to an end. Something ends, maybe by choice. So you break up in a relationship. It means you will go your separate ways. You break up. You separate.
Tomek pointing out that Maura is now doing very well with the sentence game. See, what a lovely thing to say. So some people would not react very well to somebody doing well. That's what a wonderful community of people we have on this live chat. Everybody is friendly towards each other and wants the best from everybody. I say this time and time again, but I'm going to say it again. What lovely people we have on this community.
Yes. I always get excited. I wish I could come on here every day, but unfortunately I can't.
Generous, open, friendly people who wish well to everybody else who's on here.
Yes. It gives you... It actually brings your faith in humanity back to the surface.
Yes, because this could very easily become very competitive and people could get nasty, but they're not. Everyone's staying very friendly and very supportive, which I think is wonderful.
Here's another one, Steve. Another sentence game with relationship words and sentences. Okay then. We only have 2 words here.
3 words, Mr. Duncan.
No,
3.
only 2 actually visible. Only 2 words visible.
How do you mean?
We and on.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, yeah. There's 3 words to get. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. Yes.
So that's unusual. We don't normally just have 2 words visible. So this might be we something on something something.
Moritz Stroker says, give me one good reason why I should stay. I think you're joking.
Yes.
I think you're probably joking. Because we're all just nice, friendly people, that's why.
Was that the answer to the question earlier, or was it just you asking us to answer the question? Give me one good reason why I should stay with you here on YouTube.
Oh, yes, it's probably an answer to the... Yes, it's not an answer to what I said.
No.
It's an answer to what... yes, exactly.
That's
yes, it. Yeah. I misinterpreted that. You weren't joking about what I said. You were actually giving the answer to the previous sentence game.
That's it.
We something 6 beginning with P.
Yes, we something on something something. So maybe
this is a difficult one.
I mentioned just a few moments ago when you break up, there are 2 ways of breaking up. So think about it. There are 2 ways that people break up in a relationship. 2 ways. Can you think of the 2 ways? So you might have a good breakup. You might have a bad breakup. But this is one of those things.
Connell says it's the reason why we're here after so many years.
Oh, thank you.
Because everybody is friends, everybody likes each other, and it is, you have created this wonderful community, Mr. Duncan.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
Well, it looks like Maura's done it again.
Oh, okay.
I think that is correct. Is that right, Mr. Duncan? There, have a look. And Vitas got it at the same time as well. Because I'm looking at the times, 15:51. So if
Yes.
somebody puts it up very quickly after somebody else, then it's probably, they've got it themselves, because they'll be thinking, racking their brains,
That's it.
because you couldn't put
Yes.
comment up that quickly.
That is good. Marora, or Mora. You are becoming the new Tomek. You are the new Tomek in town. I think so.
Well, everybody's getting better at this. I've noticed every week we're getting more and more answers coming through. And some people, for example, get the first word. And some people put a word up, and then that gives everybody else a clue as to what the rest of it is. Because often it's like a crossword. If you get one or two letters, you can often guess the full thing.
Yes. Sometimes it's knowledge, and sometimes it is just guessing. So I always think knowledge is a very interesting thing, because knowledge sometimes can help you, but also your own instincts when answering a question can help you. It's very I've always been fascinated by that. Sometimes you don't have to know something to get the answer to a question right. Isn't that strange? I know it sounds weird, but it's true.
So should we put that up, Mr. Duncan? And
Yes.
then a few people are asking what is the meaning of one of the words in there.
Mr. Cockerell is going to say, time's up. And it is. Time's up. Not for us. We still have 6 more minutes. So here it is. Here is the answer to this particular sentence game. Bing! Ah, okay then. We parted on amicable terms.
Nisar's going off to have his dinner.
Ooh.
So, Tatar from India. And, are you having aloo gobi tonight? I want to know. But right, or today? No. Right, yes, people are asking, what does amicable mean?
Amicable.
Abdul asked that.
It's not easy to say either. Amicable means agreeable or in a friendly way. So something that happens in an amicable way means that both people agree that it should happen. You leave or you part in a friendly, cordial way. Cordial.
Well, I think amicable comes from maybe the French word ami, which means friend, I think.
I think it is connected to friend, yes.
So that's probably friendly terms.
Yes.
So you break up because often relationships break up on nasty terms, don't they?
Yes. I've got the opposite word coming up.
Right.
I've got the opposite word. So when we say amicable, it means in a friendly way. You do something in a friendly way. So you decide that your relationship is going nowhere. You are both bored with each other.
Yes.
You are thinking, oh, it's time that we just went our separate ways. It's just dull and boring, the same thing every day.
Every day, predictable.
The same thing. You wake up, you have a cup of tea, and then you do nothing else all day.
Make the same noises when they're eating.
And then at night they sit watching television together, bored, completely bored, and they're both thinking,
oh, there must be a better life.
They're both thinking, how do I get out of this relationship? But you can split up, you can part amicably.
Yes. Of course, often if two people are married and they have to get divorced, legal terms are drawn up, and that's quite often when people do not part on amicable terms because they have to sort out who gets what.
Money, normally.
So what's the opposite of amicable then, Mr.
So when we
Duncan?
say amicable, that means friendly, but there is an opposite word. The opposite is... oh, not that. The opposite is that.
Acrimonious.
Acrimonious or hostile. So in an unfriendly way. So you might describe a relationship that ends and both people are unhappy and they're arguing and they hate each other so much they really want to, they just want to go into the street and have a big fight. Acrimonious. is a bad ending,
Yes.
hateful, spiteful, or hostile. So a relationship ends in a bad way. Divorce, you see, divorces often are very unpleasant things. So yes.
Sonia says, Sonia Mahay, first time visiting our channel, and says that you both seem like amicable teachers. Yes, friendly,
Thank you
amicable.
So amicable or acrimonious. Amicable means friendly. Acrimonious means unfriendly. Unfriendly or...
And it seems that that word is derived from lots of different languages. Portuguese is amigável, which is similar. We've got the French ami as well. And in Spain, we also have amigable.
Yes. I think the root of it is Latin.
Could well be. Well, quite often it is, but yeah. So that's the thing about languages. Quite often you can work out what the word means because it has a similar meaning in another language.
Shall we squeeze one more? We're going to try...
2 minutes.
Yes, we have about 2 minutes. One more sentence game coming up right now. I think this is easy. We have been something, something, something for something months. So maybe if you meet someone new in your life, maybe a new fresh face that you can adore and love and cherish and maybe have the occasional kiss and
Of course.
cuddle.
Amigo.
Sorry?
Amigo in Spanish.
Yes, friend.
And maybe in Mexico as well. Mexican
Yes.
amigo.
Yes.
We should know that word, of course.
We have been something, something, something for something months. So when you get together, you meet someone, you do something. What do? You might arrange to meet regularly. We have been something, something, something for something months.
Amici in Italian. Amici means friend as well. Thank you for that. Christina says.
Zurshid or Zurshid says yes. Oh, yes. That looks like.
There we go.
Yes. Well done.
We've got we've got 3 people. 3 people got it right. Maura got it right.
Yes.
And so did Zurshid.
Yes, Zurshid
And
was...
Tomek as well.
Yes.
And
So,
Valentin.
I think... Was Maura first again?
I think she was by a few seconds. Yes, just maybe, yes, by a few seconds, I would say.
Brilliant.
Ashma. A lot of people, I think, got that right at pretty much the same time.
I thought maybe it was easy, but I wasn't sure, you see. But it is an interesting phrase anyway. So even though many people got the answer, I still think it's a very interesting phrase. Mr. Cockerel says time's up. And the answer is bing. We have been going out together for a few months. You go out together. So if you go out together, maybe you go to the cinema, even though you can't do that at the moment. You might go to the theatre, even though you can't do that at the moment. You might go to a restaurant. In some places, you can't do that at the moment. Where are you going, by the way, on your date? Where are you going? I have this image of couples FaceTiming each other. I think that's the only thing you can do at the moment is talk to each other through the internet. So maybe no one is going out with anyone. They are all just speaking to each other through FaceTime or Skype or Zoom. I think so. So when you are going out with someone, it means you are dating them. You date them.
We used to say walking out.
Yes.
As well. That was a phrase. I mean, they may still use that in some countries, but we used to say that we've been walking out together for a few months. It just same thing. Going out, walking out is a sort of an old-fashioned phrase
in the 1800s.
But it may still be used in some countries. Alessandra says yes.
Yes, another one. Courting. No one says that anymore, by the way. No one ever says a couple are courting. So it's a little bit like animals, you see. So that particular term comes from the animal kingdom, when animals are together and they are trying to get to know each other. They normally do a little dance, especially birds. So maybe the birds will show their feathers to each other. They are courting. They have a courting or mating ritual, something they do when they are falling in love. Ooh.
Amici, I've got to pronounce, says Alessandra. I didn't pronounce that. I think that was the Italian word. Amici. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly this time. Vitas is going.
Wilson Alonso says, I've been watching Mr. Duncan's videos and also Mr. Lomax. And he says, ugly. I can't say anything about Mr. Lomax, really, because he is a close associate with me.
Yes, Saturino, hopefully I've pronounced Amici correctly this time.
Good. And that is almost it, Steve. I can't believe we have run out of time.
We have.
Again, the sentence game is over for this week. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream, and that I can't believe it. 2 hours.
It's gone very quickly, and it felt very relaxed today.
Yes, you seem very calm.
I'm trying to stay calm, Mr. Duncan. You know I've been getting a bit het up recently.
Steve has had 1 or 2 moments of anxiety, maybe.
Oh, I've been getting a bit wound up.
Yeah.
Things wind me up easily these days. But anyway, let's look forward to the future.
Let's end on a positive note.
I'll go into the kitchen and put the kettle on, our Polish 30-year-old kettle that's still working.
Still working.
And I will also toast some tea cakes and see you all. It's been wonderful being here today, as ever. And I'll see you in a few minutes, and I'll see you all next week.
That's it. And don't forget, I am back with you on Wednesday. So we do have another live stream during the week on Wednesday with my English Addict. And as Mr. Steve just said, we are back together next Sunday. Anything you want to wish before you go?
I wish everybody has a wonderful week.
And
a Happy New Year.
That's it. I can't believe it. It's almost time to say goodbye. 2 hours has gone by, and it is almost time to say goodbye. I know parting is such sweet sorrow. I shall say good night till it be morrow. Thank you very much for your company. I hope you've enjoyed this today. I hope this live stream has allowed you to enjoy the beginning of a new year. Thank you, Florence. Thank you, Saturino. Thank you, Alessandra. Thank you, Maria, Vitas, Christina. See you later. Thank you for your company today. I hope you've enjoyed it all. Thank you to Mr. Steve as well for joining us on the live stream. Thank you very much to everyone who has been involved today. So many people have been here. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thanks for your company. Thank you, Adumi, and also Marietta. I will give you a few moments to say goodbye to each other as well on the live chat. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English, saying thank you very much for watching me today. I hope you've enjoyed this. See you on Wednesday. I will be with you on Wednesday and also next Sunday as well from 2 p.m. UK time. And of course, Until the next time we meet right here on YouTube, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Ta-ta for now.